Hello, everyone. Compliments of the season once again. It's good to connect after a while, after our last training. This year, 2025, was quite interesting. And towards the end of the year, we were able to do a little bit of the training here and there, focusing on the AI revolution and then the AI optimization. And then we rounded up this year with digital marketing. Um, it's so exciting that we're able to pick up and see how far we have come. But a lot has been going on in preparation for next year, 2026. And I can't wait to see or to unravel the things that we're going to be experiencing next year. So I indulge you to stay tuned to LearnCorp International because so much is coming. I mean, this year we did a whole lot of trial and errors here and there. We see our lapses. And then I'm glad some of us followed with some of the free and the paid training. But next year is going to come fully packed with so much. Now, LearnCorp, actually, who we are is we are a learning community. Most of our trainings come for free, and we give you information on how to develop yourself in different aspects and sphere of your existence, living. All right. Focus on cybersecurity, focus on AI, focus on marketing, and also we're going to introduce leadership and technology as we step into the next year. As a matter of fact, from next year, okay, we're going to be having uploaded videos on teachings on how you can develop your leadership skills with the aid of technology that will give you a cutting, edge, all right, that give you speed and reduce stress, and how you can implement this wherever you're working. You're into business, you're an employee, a politician, a government worker, whichever area. As a matter of fact, being in your family or an adult human being today, you tend to lead in one way or the other. So we're just trying to see how you can put these things together. Right now, technology has taken over everything, okay? And so we just need to see how or where and then to what degree you would apply technology to enhance your leadership skills. So next year, we're going to have that in January. And for next year, early next year is going to be a whole lot of time for planning, for preparing, and both physically and spiritually. Most people go into praying and fasting and trusting God for the year. And some of us go into in organizations, we go into planning and strategizing for how the year would go. Yeah, so the same thing. We're going to help us go into strategic planning. All right, so we're going to be having recorded videos put on the group every week for strategic planning and how you apply your leadership with technology and see how it makes your plan go fast and rapid. All right, so we're going to start with that now. Not to forget mentioning that the group is now migrating. Okay, we're migrating to a new channel. And so the current one we know will go down in the first week of January 2026. So do yourself good to click on the link. It's on the group already. Click on the link to migrate to the new group. All of our activities are going to be taking place from there right now. This is just for some managerial processes and safety and professionalism. Okay, yeah, so please do go ahead and click the group, and also do good to share to others so that they don't miss out in what is going to come up next year. All right, so what we're going to be doing next year also is preparing you for the year 2026 and beyond. Okay, so next year is going to be very loaded. So we're going to be starting with principles and strategic planning processes, leadership in technology, how you can get started for the year and beyond. And then we're going to be introducing courses and trainings, depending on your field, what you should focus on, what will be helpful to you, what will propel you to move faster, or perhaps catch up with the society, catch up with the technology and where it is going. Because most of us, you may not know, but you probably are way behind trends and happenings, such that when opportunities come, you would find that you may not be able to take those opportunities because some job offers may come, and then there are some requirements, there are some courses that would give you an edge to be selected, or there may be openings, or there may even be investment opportunities, but you are not savvy to that area. So it's some of these things we're going to recommend. And hey, it's generic, okay? Most of them are generic, are open to everybody, whichever field you are in. It will just help you to know how to navigate in the digital space that we are right now, irrespective of what business or your job description or whatever it is you're going into from this next year. So there are courses that we will introduce to you to get involved with, to go and learn, and we'll give you the links and sites. You go there, you get those certifications. Some are free, totally free, and they're internationally acclaimed. I have some of them. I'll show you a few of those later. And some may require a token, very, very small, very small fee, in all of that. Yeah. So one of the things that we're going to be doing, like in the previous years, we were into cyber security. And I want to mention to you that what we have learned so far, time, and events have changed. And so they need to be upgraded, most especially with the advent of AI. We can see how AI has changed the landscape of our education and learning as we know it today. All right. So it has taken a different shape entirely. And so we're going to go into some cybersecurity learnings and processes, and then train you on how to integrate this with AI as it is right now, and see how you can improve. And then you're going to get also certification courses. Now, I mean, these things are important. I mean, you can be a missionary. Trust me, you need these certifications. It will help you wherever you go. You can be a banker, you can be a salesperson. You need this mindset. Trust me, the world has gotten to a place. I mean, it was yesterday I got an email and from AWS, Amazon, yeah. And, just trying to, I wish I didn't delete that email so I could show you. And you could see the precision that they went all the way. Now, if I hadn't had the knowledge of cybersecurity, I would have been a victim, right about that moment. We have listening tools all over. I initiated a transaction with another international merchant, actually. But these listening tools picked that information, created whatever it is, and brought it to my email. And so I would have just thought this was, of course, the transaction that I'm about to make to transfer quite some huge amount of money. But I took note of the details, and I observed and discovered that it was a total scam. And that knowledge, that knowledge saved me a whole lot. Now, some of us are going to be victims if we do not have this idea. So cybersecurity is not a course for IT people, okay? It's something that everybody does. Everybody needs to know that right now, okay? So we're going to bring some of these things, and then we have open source intelligence. We're going to introduce this. Open source intelligence is how to gather information, how to get information from everyday tools that you use online. All right, so I can have information. I could just see a picture, And with the open source tools, we have what we call the open source framework, whereby it has tools, hundreds and hundreds of tools, whereby you can go gather information and know, what is genuine or what is legit or what is not, online, in the online space. That's pretty much what we are about here. Okay, so I'm going to introduce us to open source intelligence and then make reference to where you can get these certifications. It's very key, it's very important. You could be a lawyer, you could be a medical doctor, an engineer, or an architect. You need these certifications. These are what international bodies are looking for, when they get to see your CV. They just don't want to see the specific, but how versatile are you in this digital world that we are right now? Okay. Yeah. So we're also going to delve into online branding. Okay. So irrespective of what you are, you could be a church, you could be a ministry, or a business person, or a civil servant, but even the military. You could be in the military, but then you have something aside, something that won't get in the way of your job, your primary job, as it were. And so online marketing and digital branding. So how to carve your own niche in the digital space, how to secure your own space in the digital space, and present yourself out there. I mean, the walls have been pulled down, the walls have been broken. It is not, I mean, the sky is your springboard, as someone said, not your limit, where you can have business with Elon Musk, you can communicate with Donald Trump over Twitter, you can literally reach anyone. You can sell your products to anyone across the world. You don't have to have offices in Japan, in Russia, in in the UK, or wherever it is. Right from where you are, you can make business. You can make transactions with people from across the world. And I've done that. I always make this example how my wife is also a seamstress, and she's into fashion designing, and she had sold to so many people in UK, Canada, US, and sent some even to Jamaica, and she had never met these people, just on the online space. So just how to strategically position yourself to the market. So we're going to touch that. That was the last thing we touched. And I want to make it more comprehensive and more detailed so that you can be able to start something and see how you can earn from that. And then one other thing I just want to introduce to us is other courses. Like, hey, this year, I mean, next year, 2026, you're going to be introduced to so many courses. That's one of the major things I do. I write certification courses. I learn some of these things online. And I just want to introduce you to some of these things for those who are interested in learning and getting certified. I mean, real internationally acknowledged or acclaimed certificates. All right. There's one about the humanitarian core context, and so many. I did quite a few. Let me show you some that I got. Let me share my screen right here. Okay. So as you can see this right here, this is a course that I did. You can see the date, October, security risk management professional from the INSA. Now, this is an international body. Now, this certification is at the regional level. I have been certified at the country level. I have done several certifications with disaster-ready.org, and this is very big. And now I am going into fulfilling my credit hours. This certificate will last me 2 years. So there are so many courses that I'm doing on right now. And so this brings me to the humanitarian services, NGOs, international bodies. And with this certificate, it will shock you where it can take me to, as a regional, director, not just country. I have the certification for the country I could show you already, but this takes me up to the level of the regional. Now, some of these courses come at free cost. All it takes is your time and data, okay? All in this time and data. So if you can burn the time bond, you can have some more. So some of you are already in international bodies that you want to have opportunities. These are places I could show you. I mean, you could get certified. I think this is another one. You know, humanitarian context, systems and standard course. It tells you everything about NGO, everything, what they're doing, how they get funding, what you're supposed to do, the policies between international bodies, cross-border relationship, what happens, in the health sector, the food, the finance, and everything, all about everything you need to know about all the international bodies, the USA, the UK, the German, everything, their jurisdiction, what they can and cannot do in times of crisis, everything. It is so rich, so powerful. I got the certification in 2020, okay? And this was where my journey started here. So, so many areas. I have certification in leadership, several leadership courses, facilitating learning, cybersecurity, criminal investigation, open source intelligence, and teaching and learning, strategic leadership and planning. And so I have tentacles here and there, and it makes me so vast. So my curriculum vitae right now, actually, I don't put all my certifications on my curriculum vitae. Why is it will be too bogus too much. So if I'm applying for a certain thing, I get all the courses that I have that is relevant to that and then just have them there. And then if I'm applying for something else, I get all the certifications that I have that is relevant to that and I put them up there. So that had given me opportunities to be able to do jobs now internationally, one in the US remote, one in the UK, remotely right now. And so you want to see how you can be very vast. Now, don't just jump at everything. Not all courses that come to me, those that, appeal to me, those that I can handle, those that I have flair for, and is relevant to my, my profession. Okay. Yeah. So these are the things you want to look into as well. So I'm going to introduce you to some of these things and then give you the sites where you can go and get certified. All right. I just showed you 2 certificates. I have quite a number of them. As a matter of fact, some on AI, some on data protection. Data protection is one key one we're going to go into also next year. And because it's very important, it's just that it's not very, it has been enforced. I mean, by the law, the act has been passed in 2020, March 2023. The act has been passed already and it is enforced. And some are getting in trouble because they are not aware of what they could freely do prior to then and what the law applies now. So you may be doing certain things online or with your customers or clients on your social media. You just snap people's picture and then put them up there, or documents, you just put everything out there. They are punishable, punitive measures to some of these acts. So you just don't know. And when someone takes you up on that with the NDPC, Nigerian Data Protection Commission, you will be in trouble. And so you need to understand some of these things. Your businesses, the landscape have changed. So you need to put these things in place because someone can take advantage of you when you cross the line. So data protection is very key and fundamental, part of what we're going to be learning next year, 2026. So I invite you to stay tuned. And like I mentioned, in the first week of January, we're going to start with strategic thinking and planning, and then leadership with AI, how you can take advantage of this as you plan your year, as you move from running on ground to flying, because the world is, everything happens now in a snap of a finger. You know, it's no more taking long processes. If there's an idea, you can just hit the ground running, and we want to hit the sky flying right now. So thank you for being part of LearnCorp International, and I pray that next year, yeah, we end this year peaceful, and next year we hit the ground running, and then God is going to crown our years as we wait on God, pray to God, plan and strategize that our works will, come to fruition, that at the end of next year, we're going to look back and say, yes, I was able to achieve, if not all, most of the things that I had planned for. So what we do here is we train you and, help you set achievable goals in areas of learning and taking advantage of what we have in the digital space as it were today. So thank you very much. And don't forget to click on the link in the group and then move to the channel, the new channel, which will go down, the old channel will go down next, the first week of next year. So just click on the link to the new channel and all our activities will commence from there. Thank you and have a wonderful end of year. Bye for now.